him in that top 10 spot. He, I mean, being the leader of preseason 3 and 4, you want him to be in that top 10 situation.
He's gonna fight for it. He's definitely not gonna go down. He's probably taking second game. You know, he's like, all right, I messed up a little bit. I can bounce back.
Yeah, definitely. So
It's a scary situation, though, being that close.
Masa getting himself an iconic look there. I think I'm going to see a lot more Greasy Joe
That's
shirts
what I was
coming out.
thinking. Yeah.
He's making it famous.
Looks like
no,
Masa,
he's getting the Fight for the Crown hoodie, maybe.
Look at that.
He doesn't
Friendly
want
sportsmanship. Aw, look at that.
Friends.
Would you look at those flower pants, though?
Can you
No,
please
just
hold
don't
my
find
shirt
each
here?
Oh.
Of course.
Well, friends are quickly enemies as the Battle Royale game number 3 of the 2017 Showdown has begun. Parachutes are inbound. All the players are going to be spreading out across the map here. You know, we're going to see, again, particularly a lot of people in the center of the map. Masa being in the top left corner all by himself. Looks like he's going towards the city, trying to get as much loot as he can.
That surprised him. I would think that if he had the spawn to the far northwest, he would keep going to the northwest, but he's kind of coming back down to the southwest.
Looks like landing at G4 compound. We have a few people rushing this police car. This is a very contested spawn.
Oh,
Banana with the car steal.
Banana, the pineapple's fruit brother.
I guess you can say he's pretty slippery.
No, this is not looking good. Oh, this is not looking good.
Like Burns ran someone over.
Oh, we got G or C.
Look at these players.
They're in shambles right now, trying to figure out what they're going to do next.
It looks like all they found was a Molotov, and now they're running away because they have no weapons, and they do not want a fist fight.
There is not.
Piney, if you were in that situation, I know you are a phenomenal fist fighter. Your fisticuffs in H1 are legendary. Would you fist fight in that situation, or would you run?
You know, for a solid gold AR-15, I don't think I would put any fist fight on the line. That's for sure. Masa netting himself another car. Now, that's going to be key. He's going to be able to loot a lot of buildings in the city and escape when he needs to. It's definitely a good start for him. Our player's already going down.
I'm wondering how Ghost is doing, and I'm also wondering how that Bush guy was doing.
Ronnie Barricade with another kill.
And 1 FPS is taken out. Passatempo, and 1 FPS is still in the game and fragging out, it seems.
Now, I was talking to some of the other South American casters. They were taking a note to look at Sapeka. Apparently, he's a 14-year-old player, but he's absolutely at the top of his class, showing, you know, the other players that age doesn't exactly matter. He can be, you know, an up-and-comer and absolutely destroying the competition. So someone we're also going to have to look out for.
And one is back in-house in residential, starting with the same plan,
Oh, there's the winner of the previous game, game number 2. We got Sicko. Sicko is in close proximity. Oh, my gosh.
Christoph. Right
There's
next
a lot
door.
of fights coming out. This is Pleasant Valley. This is the heart of the map right here. Shots coming out. PK started losing his helmet.
Is he going to have time to throw another helmet on?
He's at the new plaza.
Still taking fire.
There's a nice 2-hit on, though.
Very interesting movement.
Is he going to lose?
Wow.
Oh, there's somebody coming in behind him. Oh, he's pushing him to try to clean up the fight.
Oh, wow. PK Star actually netting himself both of those kills and all the loot. Well played.
That quickly turned around for PK Star. It went from a bad situation to a good situation.
With the potato.
Robin.
But he actually pulled it together. Pedro finding himself being a one-shot, his feet being vulnerable, trying to play this to the best.
Good. This is not looking good for Pedro.
Hopefully Xiao does not get impatient, plays the distance, and does not get shot to the fence.
He might pull a clutch shotgun shot if Xiao is playing. Oh, he's behind
He didn't even see him.
Unfortunate time to turn his back.
I'm not sure he was wearing headphones.
Pedro is a sneaky beanpot.
Unfortunately, and 1 FPS is taken out of the game early. Looks like he might be losing his top 10 spot.
And 1 FPS.
Can we get an underdog to win this game, though?
We'll see.
Who knows?
We'll see what happens when we add up the scores after this game. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of change-ups in the top 10 after the third game.
Definitely. You're going to see a lot of upsets,
with the exception of, you know, the Titan we see before us right here, Masa.
Yeah. See, there is Sapeka right there by Masa. Sapeka is a 14-year-old. Definitely someone to watch out for, a key player.
Burns.
Last game, Burns got burned down.
He did.
Let's see if he's going to be able to escape, or he's going to get shot down.
Man.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I thought he died.
I know, I saw that.
It looked like he died.
You know, he got his first kill in this game with his Jeep. He ran someone over.
Oh,
yeah, one of the first kills of the game. Not a bad way to start.
Well, Burns has not been burned down quite yet.
A lot of fan favorites are going down early, too. Skip and Ho and 1 FPS are taken out of the game.
Oh, it looks like Masa got into a little bit of a fight. Got into a scrap, a pleasant exchange of bullets. He's healing up. It looks like he might be trying to... I don't know if he killed somebody or if he
For some reason, he's looting M1911 gun and ammo. Looks like we have a fight breaking out here on the G4 compound. Shotgun's coming out.
Shotgun versus AR. Cave knows that if he gets pushed, he's going to get taken out. And Cave does get taken out. That was a little bit too aggressive. I think he was probably pushing the compound to grab more loot, not knowing if there was a player there.
There's an armor right under you. You dropped your armor, buddy.
Sicko.
Could have been damaged, perhaps.
It's true.
Didn't want it.
Or maybe he doesn't have enough inventory space. Kristoff and Sicko very, very close together. Kristoff? No, okay. There is a strategy that I don't see used very often, and it only kind of works if you're staying in the same spot for a long time. If you have a completely full inventory and you do not want to take the time to go into your inventory and make a new armor or throw a new helmet on, you can actually drop an armor right next to on the ground. It's easier to simply just pick up an armor than it is to put another one on. So I sometimes see players do that late game if they're posting up in the same spot, but I don't think he would be doing that in that building right there. So that might have been an oversight.
Let's see. Enzo FPS finding himself in the south side of the map. There's a lot of players here. Sirens have not gone off yet, but we're going to see, you know, hopefully we get a different safe zone. It looks like we do. We're going to be centered around the east side of the map, covering up a Humperdinck Reserve, which is an iconic mountain in the map, especially in competitive play. We're going to be seeing a lot of players already that are on the west side of the map. Like, look at, let's see, we got Cali X2 way off into the side. You know, there's tons of players like way out of the ordinary. If they don't have a car, they are gonna be out of luck.
Tokes and Tiago are both
at A6. Wow, he is at his grandfather's farm over in A6.
Oh, Sicko taking out Lipe.
And people up here like Sapeka and Masa are in the opposite corner of the map. Guerrero in the open field.
Guerrero.
Wow,
all right. A free kill right
Very
there.
lucky.
It looks like he might be focused on somebody by the tree. Maybe somebody farther away.
I'm not sure what Daisy is doing at the moment. He might be
Daisy.
confused.
Guerrero's right behind you, Daisy. Look behind you.
Lines up the shots.
Guerrero is timing his shots, and he opens fire. The gig is up. The spam crouch. He starts to return fire. A little bit of potato happening on both sides, but now it's going to be a 1v1 between Dazzly. Oh, Dazzly is pushing into the void.
Guerrero at half HP. Definitely in throwable range, too. This could be a difficult spot for him. If Daisley plays this right, Guerrero's going to go down, taking another shot to the flesh.
Dazzly hit him again with a pre-fire.
He's pretty low.
Jiminy Christmas.
Guerrero is at 26 HP.
Oh, the
Molotov. He could survive in 2 shots.
Is he going to make... Oh, Lucas
Redson.
And Redson.
Are the gods pleased? That's the real question here, Redson. You're asking yourself,
Dazzly. I think he took him out.
Redson with the flashbang. Very effective use of a stun grenade. Not pushing, unfortunately.
Dazzly
did take out Guerrero in that previous 1v1. Dazzly was able to do it. Guerrero made it pretty far, though.
He did.
Redson and Lucas still having this fight. Now, if I was Redson, honestly, this is the last game. You have to do really, really well in order to boost up from lower on the leaderboard up into top 10. Probably hop in that car and drive off.
Lucas is equipped with the 2-hit body armor as well. There is 2 vehicles in the vicinity for both of these players, so they can very well back off. Redson's still trying to play the aggressor here.
Another play could be Redson might want to retreat with the police. Oh, he's pushing. Lucas is pushing into the open with, oh my goodness, and pushing him with a shotgun now. Shotgun blast going off.
300 shots later.
Oh my goodness.
He does not
Redson,
make it.
The gods are not pleased, my friend.
Redson was not
Fortunately,
able to do
you have been eliminated from the match.
GG, sir. GG. Lucas getting shot while he's healing and looting. Oh, and he got taken out.
It's an unfortunate spot. I mean, he made a bad call there to sit there on a body bag and heal in the open. Unfortunately, that's a player mistake. And good timing.
Yeah, Lucas had been fighting for like 30 or more seconds, and any player around them would have heard that for a while.
Capucha finding himself a kill on FPS. You know, there's still going to be a lot of players hanging out here. STR FPS going down.
FPS, 3rd place in the first game. He was in top 10. I believe he was 10th place for the combined games.
Gamer.
Now, this is actually a good strategy. Masa sitting out in the backseat using another car as cover as well. Not a lot of players are going to notice him just hanging out here, so he could be very safe.
Especially because the back of his car is kind of like pushed up against the Jeep, so it doesn't have very good visibility into that vehicle. He's just trying to survive.
He's hanging out like Moss is just spending he's going for placement here, guys. He is not going to be fighting. Moss is just going to be hanging out or waiting.
He might have gotten arrested, put in the backseat of that police car, and then just forgot about it. Forgotten.
That is not
Looks
the way
like,
you want to go.
Gabriel chasing Kanabi here. Kanabi just finished off Lucas from the Redson and Lucas fight. Kanabi running away, trying to just get to safety. Gabriel Batista taking the aggressor here.
Yep, and no shots. Now, the player in the police car, he's wanting to get some shots off on this ATV because the ATV is so exposed. I don't know if it's a good idea to get tunnel vision and keep pushing him like that, because you never know what might happen when you move around like that.
Indy Brazil and Math are in the fight. Math are taking 2 shots to the body. Indy Brazil at his advantage.
Is he gonna push
car.
him? Is he going? Is he gonna rush
wow.
him?
Going for the quad rush. Shotgun's coming out.
Wow.
Wow. Indy Brazil with the aggressive rush actually pays for it with his life.
That was very, very gutsy. That was incredibly aggressive of him.
Gonna have to take notes, other regions. If you guys are participating, we have seen a lot of open pushes like that go wrong. You know, you might not be too confident pushing in to fights like that after watching the South American Showdown. Definitely.
There have been a lot of pushes. Somebody will be down to 1 shot behind a tree, but then will pop up with a shotgun and clutch the fight. It's happened multiple times in Game 1, 2, and now in Game 3.
And definitely remember, guys, you guys have the Showdown AR code, Showdown SA, to redeem. The website is experiencing problems a little bit, but the main menu is working. So if you guys go on the main menu and enter Showdown SA, you guys can just spam it. You guys will get the reward. So if you guys are impatient, you need it now. Like, it's your AR and you want it now. Go to the main menu of H1Z1, enter in Showdown SA, and be sure to grab yourself a new skin.
And once again, that code is going to be available today only until 2 hours after the broadcast. There is no limit on how many players can redeem it, but only 1 per person. If you do miss it today or if it doesn't work, don't worry. We are going to be doing another Showdown tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is the Australia time zone Showdown. So if you guys want to tune in, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow.
Masa, not a care in the world, just driving backwards, sirens on.
Like a pro.
This man has the confidence of a gold AR.
He has the confidence of a great goat.
Math are finding himself 10 HP or less in an unfortunate fight against Kiko. If Kiko just pushed up, he has a body armor. This fight is going to go wrong. Math are shooting the truck.
Is he just... Maybe he might have been spamming the truck in case Kudo hopped in. Oh, is Mathor gonna get pinched from behind? No, never mind. That driver's far, far away.
Kiko definitely had a lot of opportunity for kill here. Lost his window, and now he's gonna lose his car for it as well.
Yeah.
Car is on fire. Rush comes out from Kiko.
Oh
wow.
My gosh! Again.
Defying all odds, Mathar has stopped 2 people from killing him.
The underdogs at trees are impossible to kill.
I feel like we've seen so many fights start like that, and the clutch happens with that shotgun.
The underdogs always win. If you're almost dead by a tree, don't worry about it. Yeah, you're not going to die.
Good. Now, it's definitely a keynote to thank Daybreak for removing the cancel animation. It allows skilled players like this to peek out effectively, you know, use their cover, pop a shotgun blast, get back inside before they take damage. And you're definitely seeing it come into play with this most recent patch.
Definitely. All right, let's overview the safe zone. We got Ranchito, we got Zims, we got the residential area, and we got east of the river as well. All of Pleasant Valley is getting pushed out of the city.
A lot of people outside of the gas on the west side.
Everybody in Pleasant Valley.
Are they on foot or do they have cars? Do we know?
This is honestly impressive at how many players are avoiding the safe zone.
True.
Like,
they want that.
There's almost nobody in the safe zone.
It's like the safe zone is the toxic gas. We can't be in the safe zone. It hurts.
Yeah, this is an interesting strategy coming up from all these players. And, you know, you don't know what's going in the mind of other players at this point.
Right.
Players will do anything. It's reckless. PK Star landing 2 shots onto the enemy. Splash Los Cientos in, you know, pushing. Like, he's in a truck. He's at a disadvantage. He can very well be caught and killed.
Look at that mask. Fantastic.
It's a nice-looking cigar hog mask, I see
He
right
maybe
there.
just got it from the most recent Legacy crate.
That's
it
true.
Could be a
lot
fresh
of players have been
hog
receiving
mask.
that. Oh, a shotgun fight in the residential building.
Tex taking down Mit1 with the shotgun fight. We've seen a lot of these house engagements, you know. Definitely, it's a risk to enter in a building like this. You never know if somebody's going to be sitting there in the corner with an armor and a shotgun.
You got to be prepared.
And look at Tez right there after that fight, put on a brand new armor. So
he's
it's like
2-hit. He's
ready. You got to be careful.
I really want to see the shotgun total at the end of these 3 matches.
Here's another underdog fight as well. See, another underdog, but unfortunately, Pedro breaking the streak and going down.
Pedro's not able to clutch it. He did get a nice headshot before he went down, though, but it wasn't enough to take him out. Did I just see Bananas die?
No,
Did
I
Bananas just get taken
Bananas
out?
Masa, Masa's pistoling people. That's how much this man doesn't care.
Masa knows.
Masa knows
using
the
the
M1911, which is like a mini AR. He's taking shots. He hit the other player twice. Bellini in in a bad spot
What a
here.
ledge. Is he going to actually
Masa.
kill him with the... Oh!
Oh.
He took out the
Masa,
shotgun.
you know, he was like, all right, let's not get too confident
finish this,
here.
Folini. Let's finish this. He pulled out the shotgun and decisively ended that round.
Very impressive.
What a play. So going into the mentality.
Again, another fight. Masa losing his body armor. John the first taking shots. You know, this is going to be impressive. To see how Masa handles this fight. I don't know why John is pushing out to the open. Smoke grenades are going up.
He's John the First.
John the First.
He's
He
feeling
is John
confident.
the First. He's, you know, hopefully he's
John
got...
the First to die.
Yeah, hopefully he's got John the Second to carry on his legacy.
Goiano pulling in with
Masa's, okay, it looks like we got a bit of a triangle developing right here.
This might be a
Goiano
square.
and John the First and Masa. Masa's kind of backed away behind the smoke now. He might be healing up. He lost his car.
And John is taken out. The bloodline of Johns is now gone in South America.
GG John.
That's impressive. Masa, you know,
he's still fighting.
look
with
how
the
confident
pistol.
this man is running around with a pistol.
Well, let's take a look into what he's thinking. He's gotten first place in the first game.
I feel
He
like
got
he's
fifth
smiling
place.
right now.
Yeah.
He's
He
comfortable.
knows that he got the AR. I don't
Yeah.
think, even if he died right now, I don't think he would get bumped
Bumped
out of the top 10.
And
So
I think
No.
that's
he's
what he
just
cares
having
about.
fun.
But imagine being #1 in the South American region. Like, that is still a big, you know, item up for grabs. If he plays this right, he could be #1 of all of South America in this tournament.
All he
Yeah.
has to do is get relatively high placement, and he's got it. And talking about the players in the game that did not do well in game number 1 and did not do well in game number 2, game number 3, even if they do really well, they might not get enough points in order to place
True.
top 10. If they win this game,
Mhm.
I would think they would have enough points to get top 10.
And
But we'll see
consistency
how the
is
math works
key
out.
here. Consistency is key.
I've just been seeing so many players playing so aggressive that it kind of surprises me that players aren't trying everything they can to just simply stay alive and get the win at the end.
At this point in the game, I'm pretty sure panic is kind of setting in for the players. Like, people really want this gold AR skin. Like, that is a coveted skin, and it's going to be.
Definitely.
So players, you know, are going to you're going to pull out all the strings here. You're going to go take strides to get more kills, get more points, get into the game. And it's going to put people out of their comfort zone. Then they're going to make mistakes. Like, for example, we saw the player accidentally drop his helmet instead of putting on a new helmet in, like, a time of panic. And that's going to happen more and more as this game goes on.
Exactly. They're playing for broke here.
Looks like we have the airdrop dropping right outside the Zims store. We're going to be curious to see if, you know, maybe Masa or another confident player is going to be going for that sniper rifle again.
Silva seemed to be rolling up on it right as it was dropping.
Yeah, Silva's looking for it.
Yeah.
He's in the clear. Notice how, like, the center of every game has been pretty empty.
Sicko
Sicko
fighting.
FPS.
Not a good
Nice.
situation for ASJ.
Yeah, Sicko FPS, game 2 winner, netting himself a little bit more points here. Silva eyeing that airdrop easily. Sicko FPS, unfortunately, taken out of the game by Flash
behind.
FPS
Wow.
with the sneaky kill here.
Sicko took too much damage in that first fight. That's what's brutal, the domino
Masa
effect.
losing his helmet, taking a fight into the open, full
Oh,
confidence,
wow.
losing his armor, now retreating back into cover, finding himself at one shot. Masa might have taken a step too far on this one.
Oh, Masa.
See, this is time where other players are going to hear this fight.
If one person comes up behind him, he's
Text
done.
coming out of the gas. Masa might not be aware.
Post.
And he's shooting.
Now, Text could be a key role
Brosnan
in
is
this
getting
fight.
flanked from Flash. Is Flash FPS gonna? No, Flash FPS is really far away. Never mind.
But there is Text coming right outside of the gas line.
Yeah.
Masa is
Shoots
going to
him
be
in
the
the
first
back.
person in his sights for sure.
And he's only at half health. He has a makeshift armor on, which means he just has to get shot 3 times, and he's toast.
We got Mr. Doomax. Goiana rushing with the ATV. Completely naked, doing the flame hopper strategy here. Tex finding
the
himself
best
in the
strat.
open. 2 shots into the body, 50% HP, and lowering fast.
I think Masa got really fortunate that Tex didn't come out right behind him,
Right.
but instead down the road a
Now
little bit.
Masa's just punishing Tex.
He's just making plays. Okay, so the sniper rifle. Let's talk about the sniper rifle. Game number 1, the sniper didn't really have much of an impact. I don't think anybody got it. I don't
Ooh.
think anybody got any kills with it.
Doomhax, hold on, Flame.
Oh,
Doomhax
oh,
using
oh,
line of
oh,
sight
oh,
with
oh.
the shotgun and gets absolutely destroyed. Kind of pushing a little bit too wide on the shotgun rush there.
Doom
Rato,
has been
the
doomed on the
global.
mountain.
Yeah, just hanging out. Just
Oh,
looking for a
no.
place to party. Toxic Money, one of the MVP plays from game 2. Finding ATV. Tex getting away with a sliver of life as well.
I don't know if Masa will let him get away though.
Yeah,
That's the
Masa
thing.
is
Masa might go
does
in.
not seem the player to
To
easily
let
let up on
something go,
somebody.
definitely. He's going back with the pistol.
There he is with the pistol.
Taking the shots on the police car.
Now, Jogo, he is number 4 in preseason 3, and he is pretty high up on the leaderboard. So this is somebody we want to watch as well in this game.
Definitely. He hasn't won either of the previous games, but if he does win this last game, then I'm sure he's going to have enough points to place top 10.
His top 10 finish rate's 14%. That's pretty high.
That is pretty high.
So he might have some strats under his sleeve. I mean, up his sleeve.
Epic survival strats. I mean, that's what it comes down to, surviving and getting kills. Let's see. Now, last game, Masa got the sniper rifle last game. And even though he didn't land all of his shots, he was able to get a kill with the sniper rifle. And I'm sure it helped them out by making the other players fear getting shot with the sniper rifle. So we'll see if anybody grabs the hunting rifle in this game.
If you guys at home are unfamiliar with that spot, that is a new point of interest called the Hillside Villas, right east of Pleasant Valley. It's a hillside with a bunch of different houses, a bunch of different loot and hiding spots. Currently in the safe zone, but it might force a lot of players out. Ghost BR finding himself in the gas. Using a truck may not be the most reliable vehicle, but it will get you where you need to go.
Yeah, if you're stuck in the gas, it'll be better than your 2 feet for sure.
And a lot of players call this technique riding the gas. Basically, they push into the safe zone with the gas, so it's at your back. You have less chance of getting shot from behind because most people won't be hiding in the gas.
Oh,
wow! Unfortunately, that player was hiding in the gas. Jesse Trajano taking out a Preste OX.
Oh, and is he going to get shot in the back?
Going to get shot right in the back.
We have Ron.
Ron does not see him. Or is not wanting to fight him.
Jesse pushing up right past the garage. Ron probably hearing the footsteps in the jump coming out from the player. Jesse has the shotgun.
What about Ron?
I don't know.
Ron is just hanging out with his pet cat. Look at that. That's a beautiful picture.
I think it's his dog Baxter.
Oh. The dog. Oh.
Yes. His many leather-bound books.
I see. Ghost beyond.
Yeah,
Ghost is still in this game. Very good, very good. He's got his truck. He's got some mobility.
Masa netted himself a police car somewhere from a previous fight. Just kind of driving around, taking fights, avoiding.
I am amazed by Masa's ability to play this game and not
the seat swap. This is huge. He switches to the back seat to be able to use the car's cover and shoot. Masa.
Oh, this might be for Masa.
Masa, unfortunately taken out of the game at 54th. A little bit too confident. Almost turned around against Young Thews, but Masa does go down. I still think even with that placement, he will be able to net himself a gold AR, but maybe not first place.
First, fifth, and 50-something.
He played well.
Definitely played well. A high averaging placement on this tournament. Well played to you, Masa.
I mean, being a player in this game and seeing Masa go down, I feel like a little bit of
sigh
confidence.
Of relief.
Yeah, confidence might be built now, and people might be feeling like they have a chance.
That's true.
I know I would.
Like, aha.
I'm sure Tex is sitting there in that house still. Whew, I'm alive.
And Ron.
Yeah.
Ron with his dog Baxter.
I feel like in this point in the game as well, people with vehicles such as Ghost right here, at this point he's probably thinking what his next move is going to be.
Now cars are pulling up. That's a fight, but there was a player off in the distance. That could be rough. Ghost finding himself against Yukon TV, losing his helmet. Ghost BR.
Ghost lost his helmet, got hit in the body, and then got taken out by
he
Showa.
didn't get killed by Yukon. He got actually killed by Xiao, who was on the gas line. That was a three-way fight, 50-50. Banana PO finding himself crossing the base of the mountain in the wide open here. Airdrop coming out. It looks like it's going to be landing along Mosquito River for the players.
Rato, I don't know if he sees him on the hill. He has no cover, though.
Tokes takes out Silent Kill.
Toxic Money playing safe now.
Silent Kill did really, really well in the last game. He got a lot of kills leading up to the top 10. Placed well. I don't know if it's going to be enough, though, because he only got 50th place in this game.
It's interesting to see that the City Ranchito is still actually safe. Players are probably going to have to be leaving at this point. Toxic Money taking the ATV, flipping it, unfortunately, but hopefully he can recover.
Still alive.
My man Banana is very slippery. He's bobbing and weaving, trying not to get shot, shooting up at Rato the Global, losing his helmet.
Right. Banana down.
A little too long on that peak.
I feel like we've seen him die every game.
Banana, I'm so sorry, man. I feel like this is our fault.
I guess he got peeled from the top.
Oh, feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Go Gatao finding himself in the bin. A lot of these players are going to be forced out of Ranchito soon. Siren's going out. Gas is moving. Looks like there's only like a few select players left in this city.
Oh, shotgun
coming
fight
out.
in the
Splash Loco taking out Ronnie Barricade. Ooh, Mita Japan BR.
He's pushing in to clean up the fight.
Wow. Oh, and he's taken out.
That's
like the 20th time there's been somebody very, very close to death.
Take notes, players. Pushing into that fight might be your death. there's almost
Overconfidence
no
killed the
reason,
cat.
almost no reason to push into buildings like that if you're unaware of positions, enemy players' positions and their health. It's risking death.
And utilizing that shotgun in those situations can really benefit you as well.
Exactly. Cars blowing out.
The shotguns have been killing a lot of players this game, but also players have been missing with their shotguns a lot.
Yeah.
Or have they?
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm kidding.
There'll be a lot of
seen a lot of whiffed shots on this particular 3 games.
A lot of whiff shots, a few like hipfire AK, a few hipfire AR fights as well.
Yeah. Zandel finding himself next to Ninja Chileno 4K. They're just hanging out next to each other, having a barbecue in the backyard.
All right, the safe zone is getting smaller and smaller. It's pushing players, I believe, out of Ranchito just to the south. So we're going to be seeing players readjust to a newer, smaller safe zone. We're going to be seeing players moving closer together. Ooh,
and it looks like the next safe zone.
This
this
zone.
is good.
It's going to be open. Now, the thing with this safe zone you have to keep in mind is that building right there, Zims, is going to be a highly contested spot.
Yep.
There's players that are going to be running in there for safety or using the parking lot as an effective tool for cover. The layout has a lot of concrete walls and cars that you guys can use and hide behind, so you're going to see a lot of players rush for that point of interest.
I feel like having this sniper as well in this safe zone is going to be a huge advantage as well. You've got that tree line, the river.
I think how
really
the river is going to the river like spaces players out very, very well. There's going to be fights happening on one side of the river or the other. I'm sure players are going to have visibility on players on the other side of the river and even be able to pinch them maybe. But because they're going to be so far away, they're not going to be able to decisively get those shots, and they're going to be able to give those players more time to react and more time to juke around if they start getting shot at.
And if that safe zone switches to the opposite
Jesse
side.
Finding himself dead right in the arms of Mr. Gano
I have an ATV delivery for you, sir. Here you go.
That could be huge for PRP Gano. That is an ATV filled with loot.
All right, right now, everybody in Ranchito, they know that they have to move to the southeast to get to the safe zone. Everybody in Ranchito they're all gonna be funneled into the same area, which is kind of gonna be a massacre.
See, this is one of the things I was pointing out. This is the Zims parking lot. A lot of cover for players to use. Like there's broken down cars, concrete walls, all effective tools to hide and use as cover in firefights.
Tiago, the bush is your friend. Last time somebody left a bush, they never saw the light of day.
Go get out, being shot from behind, it seems.
Pinched.
No.
I like the spot he's in right here. He's got kind of his own little cover.
He's got cover from both sides.
Yeah.
And he has a getaway ramp just in case.
Yeah, to run off.
Tiago definitely taking that small window of time and landing good shots. Nades are coming out. He knows where the player is. Throwing a nade high up in the air, risking a headshot. But a nade coming out, missing.
A little bit too far. Now, F3 is disadvantaged in this fight simply because he has no cover to his back. Tiago has cover from behind, but F3 does not. So if somebody comes up from behind him, or if somebody is over by the gas station, they're going to be able to get free shots on F3. And Tiago is not going to be able to do very much about it or Tiago doesn't have to worry about his back.
I know a lot of people back home are rooting for Go Get Tao. Hopefully he's able to, clutch this, get away, get to safety, and make it into the top 10.
Are we going to have a out of the fire into the frying pan situation? Is F3 going to leave the
going
fight right into
Bob down.
Zims?
A lot of kills coming out. Ranchito being forced out finally. You're going to see everybody rushing towards Zims in the river. This is going to be huge. There is a lot of cars in play. You'll notice especially on the east side of the river. A lot of players are in cars, bobbing and weaving, trying to make it into the next, safe area. Goiana holding a very strong point here, using the bridge that has a lot of cover. Doesn't see Krypton's next. I have no words. He does not see that player leave in the truck, and Krypton gets away with his life. That's another,
Would you say it left you speechless?
Yeah, another player with a false sense of game sense or awareness there, and definitely missed an easy kill.
I'm curious if Tiago's going to utilize that position he's in to get people coming out of the gas, pushing towards Zims, and he's just going to stay there this entire time.
I think it kind of depends on where the safe zone goes. If Tiago is going to remain in the safe zone, he's got a powerful spot. I feel like someone either has to do one of two things. They either have to push him, hop in, fight him close range, which I don't think is a very good play, or maybe throw a grenade right into that little slot that he's inside.
There is a police car right there. It looks in moderate condition, definitely drivable.
Oh, Tiago is left? Tiago, okay, that must mean the safe zone is leaving to a different direction, maybe. I don't know. Tiago, what are you doing? Hop back in your little cubby.
That was an amazing spot.
Hop back in your OP
SMK
cubby.
is actually in a pretty good spot, too, with the truck and the wall at his back. He's got a lot of cover, a lot of places to peek from.
He does, he does. really, really like the fights in this parking lot. I haven't seen very many fights
same.
historically in this parking lot before, but this is a good one.
Tiago.
Leaving the cubby,
How do
had
you-
his back
yeah.
exposed.
If he would have been in that cubby, he would have been protected from both sides, but unfortunately he left, and he got shot in the back.
Now, notice how a lot of the players, like Gogetao especially, avoiding the cars, being on foot in this kind of endgame environment, generally turns out to be a lot safer, too.
Is he going to take
Splash
the spot?
Loco,
Is he gonna take the cubby?
50 HP, coming out of the gas right into the parking lot. Looks like he's got smoke grenades out. A lot of players are actually coming out of the gas, too. This could be rough for players sitting here in the parking lot already established.
The
Safe zone
zone's
is
going
pushing
south.
away from Zims into the river.
Good.
Players are going to be forced. Gogetao, unfortunately, taken out of the game.
Fury also just getting dropped as well. Oh
So
my
many shots coming
goodness,
out
more
here.
shots. Hop in the cubby.
Yeah, I know. I feel like after this match, we're going to see a lot more people sitting in that spot in this map.
If you want
Call
to
that
utilizing it.
Tiago's cubby.
Tiago's
Yeah.
cubby.
The
If you
new
wanna- If
call-out.
you want to
Yeah.
find a kill, go to Tiago's
Where
cubby
are
because there's
you?
probably going to be something.
Tiago's
out
place.
there.
It's not Zims anymore, guys. Move over.
Tiago's.
It's time for Tiago.
It's Zim's department store and Tiago's parking lot.
It's a great spot.
Ooh, Silva had
Full
blown up
coverage.
right in his car. Body bag falling to the ground.
We're in the top 20 right now. This is getting excited.
Now,
All
notice
right.
all these players, SMK, Tox, Toxic Money, Esquio, Ovador, are all going to have to move south toward the river and, you know, get forced. This gas is no joke at this stage of the game. It's going to be doing a lot of damage. See, not many players. Goiano actually right in the
Right
dead
in the
center.
middle of the water.
Probably, like, pretending to be a rock or something,
a
hanging
rock?
out. You know?
Toxic Money is looping around. No, he's pushing through the players.
And this is going to be interesting. Wait a minute.
Everyone's getting funneled into the safe zone. Everyone's getting.
I don't know
funneled
if
to a smaller
that was
area.
a mistake or my eyes deceiving
I
me, but
also saw that.
two
Mhm.
Goianos instance in this game might be an L. Not sure, but there is two players. Now,
And the river as well, north.
yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, there's
Just
two
making sure.
Goianos in the
Yeah,
game
I saw
now.
that too.
Remember, guys, if you changed your name, you are
You're out of luck.
you are risking a lot giving up those points.
Especially in the top 20
Yeah,
right now.
I'm definitely not sure. It's probably Goiano and Golano, and they're just, you know, maybe trying to be a little deceptive.
These tree line
Splash
fights along the
Loco.
river.
Gas coming in. Oh,
Going
this,
down.
This is a dangerous situation. Even though he won the fight, he's not out of danger yet because
Yeah.
the gas is coming in. It's going to be
Fast.
dealing like triple damage.
He
And
might
he's
SMK
bleeding.
might go down here. It looks like he got either a procoagulant off to stop the bleeding. He's just gonna run. He is not healing up. That was only a bleed stop, so he's gonna have to, you know, take some time to get a med kit on.
Tokes.
Gabriel Batista
Toxic
finding
Money
himself
just
by
got taken out
Tox.
by a frag grenade. Toxic Money, the man who was able to survive so much trauma in the last game, unfortunately getting taken out in 19th place. Shotgun fight happening in the garage, and
Tox
Tox
taking the
took
kill
it out
and
as well.
They're gonna have to run. That area is not
That's
safe.
gonna be gassed real soon. I mean, distance-wise, they probably have 100 or 200 meters to.
The hip
Wow.
player train's coming out.
No.
Trunks going down. Enzo FPS going down. Renzao taking out SMK, who was not able to heal up through the gas. Renzao being at 20 HP and lowering right on the gas line, finding himself in a tough spot here. A player could definitely pick him off if they see him. Shots are coming out. Nelson taking out Tox coming out of the gas.
That tree.
All these players pushing
Indeed.
late are definitely sealing their fate here. Esquio Vadador at 1 HP
One
and
shot.
lowering behind the rock.
Bleed out? Is he gonna bleed out, or is he gonna get a
Goiana
healer?
has a shot. Nelson going for the like the aerial frag grenade here, throwing it
He's
up in the
doing it.
sky. Gas
I don't
grenade.
know.
Oh. And
He did it.
He actually was taken out from Goiana in the river. Definitely
Right
a good
before
peek.
that was like a double whammy. He was gonna die from the
Exactly.
pinch, or he was gonna die from the toxic, or from the gas nade. Safe Zone is pushing back over to the northwest side of the river, which
Yeah.
means everybody on the east, Daff, Crypt, all of those players over on the east side, they're gonna have to cross over.
Now, this is
the belly
interesting
of the
because
river.
these players, it's almost a completely new top 10 that we've seen in the previous games.
Yeah.
There's almost no, you know, returning players. This is like almost a completely new top 10.
Now
Yes.
Nelson, who's on the north side of the circle, I feel like he has a great advantage. He was up there first, and he's up there right now. I'm sure we'll go to him in a
He's
second.
got great position.
Renzao
Yeah.
pushing up
definitely.
behind Nelson, though, and Goiana at his back as well. Nelson could be in a tough spot
Nelson
here.
might get
Is
pinched
he?
here, and
Renzao
Nelson is gonna have to
sees
kill
him.
one of the two players real
See,
quick.
taking two shots from behind from the river. Goiana hitting the back shots. Nelson choosing to
Smoke
take the
nade.
fight
That's
in
smart.
front of him.
That's smart.
He's trying to block off the river to give himself ample time to heal. Renzao also taking shots, using the opportunity to heal as well throughout the smoke grenade.
That's a smart play. Like smoke nades not only block off sight, so they can like keep you from getting pinched from a particular side, but they can also simply buy you time. If you throw a smoke nade on yourself, you can
Right.
stay in the safe, or you can stay in the
Exactly.
safety of the smoke grenade.
Usadio
30 seconds or so.
Drogas taking out King's Nico, blowing up his car actually that was on his side and taking him out of the game. Top 10.
It's official. Goiano is still in the game. And a beautiful leaf falls across the screen.
You know, players are going down. Kryptons is taken out by Rato the Global. Math R, who was the, clutch of the game so far, is taken out. Flashbang hitting Renzao, and I think Renzao, unfortunately...
Renzao is helmetless, running down to 3. Is Nelson going to be able to finish it out? Renzao got pushed into a horrible situation really, really quickly.
Looks like Renzao hit a little stutter right there.
Renzao, is he going to be able to fight back?
Down.
He's not. Nelson is able to hold his
face in the dirt.
spot. Nelson's got some confidence. I don't know if Nelson knows that there's a player at the rock right next to him. He might only know that there's a player across the river, but there's also that player that's very, very close to him.
This is going to be interesting. 7 players remaining.
It's Goiana and Goiano. Looks like.
Oh,
looks like we have.
It's a happy family.
Yeah, we have
That's
two.
actually pretty romantic.
Let's see if it's
a couple that plays H1Z1 together.
Imagine
They'll
this.
make
like,
it.
Can you imagine?
What if they get in a 1v1 situation and they don't kill each other?
They'll both
what do we
eat
do?
the berries.
Oh, Ron. We have Ron in the campers. Remember,
Ron's
Ron
still
was
here?
inside the
Ron,
house.
Ron
He
is a survivor.
Ron is definitely playing for late game. Nelson having the superior positioning. All the players on the west side of the river are going to be forced over, or at least forced out into the open here.
Goiana is
sitting
pushing.
there on an ATV, unaware of the
Ron
one-shot
is
Goiana.
hot wiring
Ron,
the
no.
car. Goiana is
No,
probably
Ron.
going to take him.
Ron
Oh,
makes
he's
it.
running away. Goiana
Wow.
takes the cabin. Goiana takes Ron's cabin as Ron rides off to safety. Well, yeah.
Is Ron the guy that was hiding in the bushes last game? I'm not sure.
I hope he was, but I don't think he was. I would love
Look
it
at
if that
this.
were to be
This
the
is
case.
beautiful movement. This player's definitely experienced taking the time to strafe, move, and avoid as many shots
Look at
as
that.
he can. Trying to
Ron
preserve
is right
his
in the middle.
armor.
Goiano is right in the middle. Goiana is
Ramo
over
and
by the
Nakov
trailers.
Definitely in the worst spot here next to Goiana. Both players are being forced by the gas. Goiana gets lucky, finds a car in
It's in pretty
beat-up
bad
condition,
shape.
but hey, it'll get you from point A to point B.
Oh, holy bean dip. Rato is in a damaged vehicle in the gas now, trying to escape. We got a close range fight. Is Goiano going to be able to take him
Nelson
out?
just
Goiana.
free range of shots. Sees Usadio on his right. Definitely aware of that player. Goiana running into the gas. Goiano taking out Ramon
This is so confusing.
Goiana pushing up and taking out of the game. Both Goiano and Goiana taking out at the same time. How
hey,
beautiful.
They
so
went
romantic.
together. Yes.
They went together.
6th place and 7th
Nelson's
place, I
still
believe.
with the advantage.
Nelson
in
has
the
this
north end.
incredible spot.
Yeah.
Notice how
This is a powerful
Goiano is
spot.
also one shot in the smoke grenade.
What is
5
Ron
players
doing?
left. Ron hiding. Rato the Global pushing into the smoke. Definitely in the worst spot here. Nelson taking shots at Usadio. Rato the Global at 50% HP, prone in the water. Ron not aware of his presence, pushing out in the open.
Ron.
This
Run! He's right there,
Ron's not
Ron!
even shooting.
Oh,
Ron is down.
Ron misses his shots.
He
Ron,
He was able to survive
unfortunately.
for so long, from bush to garage to 5th
I
place.
think he was asking if he needed some help. I'm not sure.
That was a
I'm
little rough there.
frowning.
You know, Rato the Global was even prone on the ground, had to get up, and still took that fight.
All right, guys, it's gonna come down to the wire. We got a 2v2 happening on both sides of the river right now. But also, like I said before, you can still see the players that are across the river. They're just really, really far away.
Goiano's down.
Goiano got pinched between Nelson and Daff. Remo.
Nelson is playing quite well.
Rato the Global
Holding
securing
that
himself,
position.
you know, a little smoke wall here on a rock. Usadio, you know, is actually in a pretty powerful spot. He has the ability to control both fights if he needs to. You know, he can always block one side off and take a 1v1. Looks like he's trying to eliminate Nelson from the ground. Frag grenades in his hand.
Yep.
Coming out from Nelson is where Nelson aware of the push. Looks like both grenades are unaffected to the players.
My bet. I hope I'm not applying the cursor cast here, but my bet is on Nelson here. Nelson.
I'm going to have to say Usadio has been playing this game beautiful. His movement is crisp. He's
It's
smart.
true.
He's making
He's
really
pinched
excellent
between the last two
decisions.
players, though.
He
The
is
player in the
pinched.
river.
He doesn't have a tree.
But Nelson is the
Oh,
furthest
shoot.
away from the safe zone. He is going to have to leave immediately, putting himself in the open.
Nelson's in a bad
Usadio
spot. If I
is
was
definitely
If I was
playing this
Nelson,
well.
I would go down into the riverbank like he's doing and
Yeah.
slowly work his way up, and hopefully the last two players will fight each other before he has to fight them.
Nelson actually hit a shot onto Usadio, putting him at severe bleeding, 75 HP
He
and
sees-
low
oh,
rate.
oh,
Gas is moving, finding
Nelson,
himself between both players. Usadio looks like he's
Usadio
going
was down to
down
one
here.
shot, and he's in between the last two players. Nelson played that beautifully. He got himself out of danger, and he's pitting the two players
Wow.
against each other. He
Ooh,
manipulated the safe zone
Usadio is
enough.
alive, prone on the tree. He's not out yet. Don't count him out. Nelson bleeding on Gaslight.
Oh, and he gets
And
taken
Rato
out.
the Global finally securing the kill on Usadio. 1v1
now a
between
1v1.
Rato and Nelson. Nelson having to push into Rato. Despite
Nelson has the riverbank, though. He
That's
has the
true.
OP riverbank.
He does have a beautiful spot. Rato is at 60 HP, rising quickly due to healing. and we're going to have to see how this plays out. Safe zone is about to close.
Nelson,
Looks like
break the
Nelson made
cursor
it in.
cast, please.
Nelson has a beautiful spot. Route to the Global providing a smoke grenade, either as a way
Or
to
a
stop
gas
him from
grenade.
peeking, or gas grenade to stop him from peeking.
Oh, he doesn't know that
Nelson's
Nelson's coming up right
coming up.
behind him when he has a Molotov out.
Oh,
Nelson pushed at
wow.
the perfect time and got
Nelson
the kill
with a
on Ratto.
win.
Well
That was
done.
incredible.
Well done.
Nelson with the decision-making abilities of a
Fantastic.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Nelson had
Ooh.
beautiful positioning that game. From holding the
Ooh.
Northwest by Zims, holding that down, that was insane. Massa with the pistol plays.
Okay.
All the players
Okay.
and one going out early. Like, what a surprising game. I think it was a very, it was an exciting game 3 for the South American Showdown. Unfortunately, that is the last game of the match, and I'm going to have to say that was really exciting to watch.
That was an amazing third game. That wraps up the final game of the South American Showdown. Now we're just going to comprise the scores of Game 3 and the combined scores of all 3 games to see who is going to be the top 10 that are going to be receiving the Showdown. We'll have those scores in just a moment. But first, let's touch on some of the highlights of that game.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nelson played that beautifully. He played that very, very smart, manipulating the safe zone, not necessarily going for a fight aggressively, but locating somewhere where he didn't have to fight somebody and letting other players kill each other off so that he could come in at the right time. He also attacked at the perfect time.
Yeah, he definitely pushed effectively. He used that ridge line perfectly. He knew the safe zone. Honestly, at a disadvantage, and he pulled it together.
Yeah.